Joined by head coach Josh Merkel from Randolph-Macon College men's basketball. They were picked number 2 in this year's preseason poll. Coach, talk a little bit about last season coming into this year. This is now your 3rd season at Macon, so the guys that are with your program have had 2 years now to see what your system is coming in, hopefully helping to teach that system to some of the newer guys. What are you seeing in early season practice so far?
Yeah, starting with last year, we had some peaks and valleys. Started rough, and then did well in January, and then struggled in February. I think those provide learning experiences for our guys. Excited about the 10 guys that are returning, and like you said, there's more teaching going on from the players than it coming from the staff. And opportunity to go abroad and play in Costa Rica gave us some opportunities to practice and play some games this summer, which has really served our team.
When you take a look at your squad with the guys coming back from last year, who do you expect to be leaders on the floor for you this year? Who might be the next guy to step up and get an all-conference bid?
Yes, and last year I think one of our strengths was the equality. You look across the board, I think we had 7 guys averaging 5 or more points, and so we could be in the same boat again, which is great to have that many guys that could step up on any given night. So I think it does start with Daniel Noe being a second team all ODAC selection. Dan is just a tough warrior, wants to lead, does a good job on the glass. Monteez Adams has had a really good summer. John Noel inside. Corey Turner, who played a bunch for us as a freshman, has expanded and worked on his game over the summer as well, just to name a few.
And let's talk about your incoming classes. Every squad needs not just to have an upper class that's strong, but also that incoming class is going to learn and take the next step. Who's somebody we could hear from that would be somebody to watch in the beginning of the season, or maybe a group of people that we can watch in the beginning of the season for the ODAC?
Yeah, we're excited about our class of 4 freshmen, and I don't know if there's any one name. I think those guys have all competed and done some really good things, but 2 guys from North Carolina, David Funderburg and Terry Woods from the Burlington School, and then Buzz Anthony from Maryland, and Max Morrow from Virginia, Amelia Academy. All those guys have really competed and elevated the intensity in practice to really push the older guys so far.
And let's take a look at the league perspective here to kind of finish up. Last year, a little bit different, just one team making the NCAA tournament from the ODAC, but that doesn't mean that the league itself wasn't as competitive as it ever was. Talk a little bit about what you see from the league perspective this year, and if by the end of the year we're going to be back to that spot where we can see multiple teams making the NCAA tournament.
Right, I hope so. I hope that's what we see at the end of the year. It's one of the things I love about this league is how the parity and the competition and how hard the coaches and the players work. We've got some really good players that keep getting better every year. And, our players get excited about competition. That's what brings out the best in them. And so, looking for a great year across the board from the ODAC and hopefully multiple bids at the end of the year, because that's the goal, to be playing in March and playing as deep into March as we can.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining me today. Good luck this season.
Thank you, JJ.